fishing, Lovecraftian fiction, and letting go of past mistakes. What do these three things have in common, and why does it have to do with a video game? Let's talk about this. What is up, fam? Welcome to Geek Devotions, a show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting you know that you are loved. I am John Harju of so many of the Geek Devotions Project, coming to you from the Orange office. And Dallas and Celeste has asked me to bring a devotion for you devoted geeks this week. This week we are talking about the video game that is live on all platforms called Dredge, and it is fantastic. In this game, you play as a unnamed fisherman who is hired in a small community that is based in an island chain somewhere off in the ocean. You are hired initially just to catch fish and make sure that the townsfolk are fed. Nothing more, nothing less. But as the game progresses, you are hired by certain individuals to collect things out of the ocean. One man in particular is collecting certain items that he wants to use to undo past mistakes that he regrets. And if you play the game correctly, you come to learn that undoing these past mistakes may cause greater suffering to the community that you've been hired to serve. And some of you may relate to this in wanting to undo your own past mistakes or not being able to let those mistakes go and to march forward in what God has prepared for you. In the 43rd chapter of the book of Isaiah, in verses 18 and 19, the prophet says, "Remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." See, in the book of Isaiah, the prophet is basically being the mouthpiece of God to God's people. And he is saying, don't remember the things of old, the past ways. As with the nation of Israel, they were the covenant people of God. However, they had screwed up a lot, even up to the time of Isaiah. They are actually heading in a direction to be temporarily displaced. But God has a bigger plan, and he said, you know what, don't focus on these past things. Let go and move forward, because I'm doing something new, and I want to do something new in my people. And Isaiah is one of the major prophets in the Old Testament who foresees the coming of Jesus, through whose death and resurrection we have been set free into the new covenant. And when Jesus comes, he says, I have come to give you life and life abundantly. But we cannot have that life if we're constantly focusing on things from the past and things of how they used to be. And this is for the good or bad. If you focus entirely on things aren't like how they used to be, and things used to be so much better, you're going to be so focused on the things that are behind you that you're not going to be able to see what God's putting before you. And how he has promised to make you more than a conqueror going forward. This can also be said for past hurtful things. I myself have come out of church situations where I was under the tutelage of an abusive pastor, and it was hard to let those things go, and it's hard to let the past go. Be it your own past mistakes or past hurts that people have done for you. But until you can truly let go and either forgive them or yourself, or reach out for what God has for you in the future, you will never know true freedom. So my challenge to you with this week's devotion is to let go of past perceived hurts or true hurts, and let go of past glories and move forward in the Spirit of God to reach for what he has in store for you. Because he is doing a new thing, and he can do a new thing. And he can move greatly through you if you just give him the opportunity to do so. Well, this week's question of the week is this: what is a super chill game that you dig, that you use to center yourself? For me, it was Dredge. I have recently beat it, and now I'm looking for some new stuff. So please toss me a couple recommendations. You can again find me on several Geek Devotions podcasts, such as The Bottom Shelf, as well as the Gundam Watch. And if you're feeling a little adventurous, feel free to check me out over on my main podcast, Playing Games with Strangers. I share that with Celeste, so there's some familiar faces over there as well. And as always, you can catch Geek Devotions on all the socials: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Geek Devotions, and check out the website as well at www.geekdevotions.com. And if you're feeling a little bit plucky, maybe buy some merch, because sending some money towards the Moras is always beneficial to you in getting better programming. So with that being said, it's cool to be here. Thanks for putting up with my shenanigans. Stay devoted. Peace and love.